timings, because Kog'Maw is one of the central factors for this particular draft. So maybe attacking the Kog'Maw or lane swapping on the Renekton.
Making Hero's entrance.
Is a really high-value Drake getting mounted with Cassiopia and Blade the Ruin King Ashe.
Mighty Bear is already into the pit. Does he want to play forward? The rest of the squad is here. And Tara ready to go with the stand united. Ashe Arrow comes through, and he actually gets it. Mighty Bear takes this one away, pays for this one with his life, but finds the steal.
Hey, usually the red side a lot, but like you say, thought for another time.
Well, that's going to be the root coming through. Ashe Arrow thrown down as well, and Mickey's going to get kicked in. The taunt will connect on the two members, but Bang is still firing away. Faker arriving at the last second. The toss had Miasma to get a nice little assist by him. To remain deathless for the moment, but will be that much more susceptible now.
Rocks Tigers managing the top side, got them. Is Mickey thinking about the flash? Gets it.
The flash in. Hook lands in on the Blank. He goes low, almost goes down, but they still haven't finished him off. In the meantime, the Stranglethorns get the pop up in on the Mickey. He gets taunted right away after Antara arrives on the backside of the teleport. Faker still firing away.
SKT have all the kills this game. It's kind of surreal that the Tigers have been ahead for the majority, but still haven't picked up a _1 in that column.
Oh, that's going to be the Ashe Arrow out here from Bang. Flash forward and finds Stranglethorn's thrown down. Mickey's still very tanky. Justice punches himself away, but Blank comes in on the backside, kicks him into the wall, and will finish him off with that Sonic Wave Resonating Strike combo. Meantime, though, Rocks not wasting any time, moving for the mid lane, trying to get some damage down onto this. Did not take the turret, but Faker's here to try to defend. Death Sentence way off on the side. And Faker clears out the minions, but one more wave. This could go down, actually. Mighty Bear will just take this one up. Petrifying Gaze not going to find anything as Faker flashes in. The Explosive Cast knocks him in, and he very well may go down. A couple more hits will finish him off. He does go down in the end, but it's still going to be the 2-for-1 as Untara picks up the double kill.
Yeah, Faker happy to walk up, buy time, had trust in Untara.
We've seen for SKT at this point, but Rocks, they had the early game, and now they're paying for it. Ashe Arrow comes out, not going to find anything. That's actually just connect in, but the kick knocks back Songyun. Resonating Strike not falling through from Blank. Has to get himself out of there, and actually they're going to turn in onto Wolf. They take him down.
And good timing, actually, that he needs the time desperately, and that's why SKT is like, let's fight for everything right now before Songyun has any
Well,
items.
the Scrying Orb's coming through, and they saw Linderong on the bottom lane. They know that he doesn't have teleport, so they feel more than happy to start this one up. Tara goes forward. Mickey comes in with a massive taunt, and now Songyun just free firing away, comes up with the first kill as Wolf goes down. He does get popped up, takes a lot of damage from the plants, but SKT are sent scattering. They want to try to turn this one around. Linderong getting ready to arrive at the fight. Another taunt coming through here from Mickey, finds two members. Linderong's on the backside, Blank trying to lifesteal his way back up off the red buff. Flash away from Untara, might not even take him out the safety. Gets the taunt in on the Linderong, the stun comes through.
Going on to Baron here. Not a lot of vision from SKT, they only have the Scuttle Crab vision.
Tara comes back in here with the TP, gets latched in onto Songyun. He goes low, one more
DPS
shot would take him down, but they're just trying to keep him gated out. But Bang finds the first kill in onto Mickey. They take down Key, they take down Songyun, and that is a triple kill coming through. Can they find more? Will be denied the Quadra, but the ace off the backside of a big botched Baron.
Super low damage comp, low health bars after the fight. And once Untara comes in, it feels like DPS Shen because he's able to go on the backline. Everyone's squishy, and he can
see Untara very handily taking on Linderong. Wraparound comes through here from Bang. He will get played back. Hook gonna go wide yet again, but the jump in comes through. They lock him down. Songyun firing away, and the Stand United tries to keep him alive for a little bit long.
And SKT just have Untara walk up, doesn't use Stand United, doesn't teleport. And our teleport advantage is there for SKT. They turn on Galio.
Ashe Arrow comes down, and he is just getting melted down. The shield hits, but it might not be enough to keep him alive. Dark Passage takes him out, but Mickey, he goes back forward and straight into the face of Blank, where Faker and Bang are waiting with the damage to finish. Takes that blast cone over the wall. SKT still on the hunt. Enchanted Crystalline Arrow nearly off cooldown. If they can get the slow up, that could be it. Death Sentence in on the Faker, pops that Seraph's Embrace shield, keeps him alive, and he takes down Songyun in the end. And Tara coming through with the Stand United to help out. Now Linderong going for a big ride, but he's taking Blank along with him and will take him down as the kill comes through from Mighty Bear. Ashe Arrow with Songyun walking over. That might change. We'll see. He's going to finish this one out. The rest of SKT getting ready to push in here for the contest. Blank not in the pit, will not be able to get the smite away. Now he's going to be targeted out, dashes away with the safeguard to keep himself alive, and Tara flayed back in, goes low, has to Shadow Dash out to safety.
It's Faker.
Sun comes through, but now Faker is arriving. This is going to be that double Elder Dragon buff coming through. Mickey goes back in with the Justice Punch, massive taunt, just trying to buy time for the rest of his team. And it seems like
Songyun can get free hits onto the inhibitor.
He is firing away, and Faker hasn't really found the in yet, but have to try to delete him.
Interrupt.
The sense comes down, yeah, Untara Gonna get interrupted, goes dangerously low. Faker tries to finish him off, and he gets him in the end. Songyun gets taken down. That sends back in onto Faker, but he is just firing away, finishing off Key. He'll walk forward, trying to maybe get a few desperate last hits in onto that inhib, but it's a far cry from going down. In the meantime, SK Telecom coming up the kill on the top side of the map as Linderon gets started by SK Telecom immediately, but they will peel back. The plan's keeping it leashed, at least for the moment. They want to stick in onto this one. The healing is coming through as Faker goes back in. Plenty of damage with this Cassiopia, and they just need to gate out Mighty Bear if they can keep him away from the pit. Sun comes through, Baron going low, and he has to take the Dark Passage out, so Baron will be conceded over to SKT.
Super clean stuff from the side of SKT at the same time. On
Siege now beginning
teleport
TP
used.
Very deep in from the backside here. Hook comes in onto Blank, has a Guardian Angel, but he takes a lot of damage now. Linderon arriving here with the hero's entrance. Wolf being targeted out, goes low, but has the shields to keep him alive at least for the moment, because Songyun hasn't been able to get into a spot to really fire off with this Cogmaw. Blank going low, that last R not going to connect in. I think he finds the taunt, but still might be going down, and Tara walks in front of him to block the Justice Punch, making sure he can't get away. They get rid of him, and that is so much of Rox Tigers' control in these team fights taken away, and they might just be losing that third inhib as well unless they can throw one hell of a Hail Mary. Mighty Bear goes forward, has a multi-man belly bop, but he'll get locked down. The root comes through from Wolf, and he'll find the killing blow. Faker still firing away the Twin Fangs, pops the shield, goes forward, looks for Songyun. Songyun does kill the Cassiopia as he kites back, but still needs so much more to stop this game from going down. It just looks like they're not going to find it. The Nexus turret finally falls. Nexus targeted out. 47 minutes on the clock. Blank going in for the final kill to complete the ace. Songyun will die. Beautifully done by him at the end. SKT, longer than you might have anticipated, do win in game one, and Blank is now 16-0.
Yeah, they kind of toiled in that particular game. They found it difficult to close. Strong wave clear on the side of Rox Tigers, and SKT respecting how strong the 4-5 item Cogmaw could be in team fights. But when Rox Tigers actually had to make decisions in the heat of the moment around the inhibitor, choosing between peeling for the Cogmaw and potentially taking the inhibitor, got nothing, lost 2 inhibitors. And in general, in those team fights, you saw Bang just skirting on the edge of the taunt range so many times, killing whoever the frontliner is. No one super tanky against 6-item Cassiopia and 6-item Ashe. Fighting front to back, SKT found those advantages, and Rox Tigers, it's an honorable loss, but again, another loss is the more operative term there. Goes as expected, but longer and more toiling, like I mentioned. SKT will want to tighten it up for game 2.
They do. We'll see.
Victory in the backside was a treat to watch. So much DPM from him, but our MVP will be Faker, interestingly, on the Cassiopia. It was largely a farming game for Faker. Had some really nice turning moments in team fights, though, and had a endless tussle with his...
You know, just the way that it goes. Faker, third MVP win for him. Surprisingly low amount. The spread of MVPs has been all over the place this split. You know, every role earning MVPs for themselves. We've seen Wolf up there on the stage for the interviews, but for now...
But Linderon is 2-0 in, and they're trying to have both a 4-1 and some pretty strong siege with the double AD on the side of the Rox Tigers, but they are very short of magic.
They will toss out the wall. Linderon going to be cut off, still no flash available, and they'll just go in. They finish him off. Kill going over to Faker, first blood, SKT.
Being able to roam from the mid lane with the global.
Oh, hello.
Mighty Bear.
Blank comes over the wall looking for Mighty Bear. Weaver's wall being rode in. Faker will arrive, and Mighty Bear should go down. Glitterland slows him up. They try to hand it over to Faker, but just have to be a bit more cautious, make sure he doesn't make it out somehow. So Blank takes the kill. 2 on the board now, and Bang trading up here onto Songyun. That's going to be the chain of corruption coming through. Locks him up. Faker going low. Will live with a slither of HP.
Power it down.
Should be able to do so. Linderon, though, could pinch in. It goes low. They'll be finished off in time, but can they get the buff? And Tara pushing forward to stop Mighty Bear. Gets the stun off. Faker pushing forward, and Mighty Bear almost another close one for Mighty Bear.
That was also Blank. I said Antara. Whoops. Faker here to join, though.
They're one and the same
Speaking
at this
of
point.
Antara.
Linderon going to be jumped on. Blank will go down as Mickey arrives. Throws the culling down, but it's straight into the face of a very angry Crocodile. And he is yet again on the hunt. Flashes over the wall. Faker following in. He's low on mana. Mighty Bear arriving. Cocoon not going to connect. And Mickey makes it over the slice and dice. Takes Antara through, but can he get the hit? One more will do it. There we go. Takes him down. Overall, child, and I can identify that this movie is awful. Cocoon comes through. Wolf going to get locked down. He's just going to burst out as Keith finishes him off with the hook, but Mighty Bear will fall as Faker arrives. The seismic shove takes him down. Blank leaping in, trying to finish off Songyun. Won't be able to get it, but they should be able to get that tier 2 turret. Faker rides in, looking for the kill, but might have bitten off more than he can chew. Has the Zonias. Try to buy some time, but it's really just a waiting game. He'll die in the end as Mickey just fires one final shot off her up.
Bit damning that he actually chose to hook the Renekton and missed.
Eruption coming through, and Tara gonna get locked down. Wild Growth comes in, trying to keep him alive, even with the dominance. But that last turret shot will take him down as Mighty Bear claims the kill. Faker is alone on the side, flanking in, just firing away with the threaded volleys, trying to finish him off, flashes in to try to get the last hit. Now Linderon coming back into the fight on the backside with that teleport. Might be turning things around here for Rocks. Their trap on a rope comes down, will pull Bang back in, but he loses Skull yet again. Seismic shove just shy of it.
Blitzcrank, who has a much faster charge time, or cast time I should say, on the hook. If Linderon can finally start bossing around the Renekton, the answer seems probably yes, and here's also the Lucian.
Charge will come through yet again. Bear Trap comes down, and Mickey arrives. As that play, the Rune King ready to go, and Tara trying to trade up the calling, just going to be tickling him from behind. Will be able to get him in the end. Look, like just for a second, then Key. He's smelling it. Blood in the water, finds the hook, drags him back in. Wild Growth not going to be enough, and Blank goes down.
Yeah, even with all the traps. Well, I think Faker decided he wanted to go in.
Oh, rides in on the wall, and Faker will be able to go golden, but seems like he's still going to go down. Flashes to the side, but just basically to his inevitable death. Key and
everyone
Mickey
flashes.
Both coming over the wall, trying to hunt down on the Blank. Drops a couple traps to try to delay them. Ace in the hole out as well. Mickey will eat that one to the face. Another hook comes through, and suddenly Key's on fire. That one was a bit easier.
It is Mighty Bear. It is the Smite who is now going to die if he tries to contest.
Well, that's the hook in onto Bang. So much damage out here from Mickey. The Wild Growth over the wall, and he actually trades one back, flashes into the pit, keeps himself alive. Another Baron goes over to SK Telecom. Linderon comes in, and it's a double kill over to Songyun so far, dismantling the bottom lane of SKT. Faker going low, still pushing them back. Mickey comes forward. Faker jumps to the side, has the Zonias there. Can they stick around for the kill? The answer is going to be no.
Mickey will wonder what to make of SKT in this particular match, as Blank's going to get hooked.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Gets locked down. Cocoon comes straight away. Wild Growth's in. He flat jumps to the side, but will still be taken down.
They don't have vision of the Blitzcrank.
Oh, here he comes. Hook not going to connect. Wolf using that whimsy, gets himself a little bit more movement speed and can cut into the side. Top. Inner turret does go down as Zentara gets that for himself and his squad. Linderon trying to outduel this Renekton, but it's actually losing this time around. Will lose Skarl, but Mickey is on the way. That's why he wants to commit in, and Zentara in a bad spot. Identifies this, just wants to try to trade up. Finds it! Swipes his way through with the final Q and does get the kill in the one key. Ooh, just a frame away from hitting that hook.
Zentara turned onto him bot lane.
Pixels away, rather. And Tara, yeah, does get jumped on, goes dangerously low. The calling comes out. Wild Growth thrown down, and he still will fall over the wall. Mickey finds the kill. Nicely done. Bang, chunking out Mighty Bear. Separates the team a bit. See how much follow-up there's going to be. Blank leaping forward, looking for Mighty Bear. Just absolutely destroys him with the help of Bang. The charge used by Linderon as well.
Don't have any vision. Rocks give up the Baron, trying to make a play for the Elder Dragon, but like you mentioned, it's a very low-value Elder Dragon.
If they can even get it, they're going to start this one up. Do not have a smite.
There's a ward in there from SKT.
Coming up here in 15 seconds, and SKT are pinching in. Rocks see them in the mid lane, and they are going to go ahead and try to peel back. Do they want to try to cut them off is the question. Faker does not have a Weaver's Wall. Ward comes over. They spot out Mickey. They see the rest of the team leaving. And the Elder Dragon has started up, and this is the most feel-bad moment here for Rocks Tigers. Cannot contest either objective. Will lose out both. 4-stack Elder Dragon plus Baron to S. There you go. Just keep cutting down. Mickey goes
That was
low.
2 autos from the Caitlyn.
How the times have changed. I remember when he did no damage, says Mickey, as he runs back to the fountain, desperately trying to stay alive. Doesn't force out the heal at least. But still, SKT going to look to go ahead and close this one out. They have so much pressure. Do they want to stick around? Seems like the idea is just going to be going for the sweep on all 3 inhibs, perhaps. Faker is rotating his way up there. The rest of the squad posturing forward, keeping these minions empowered.
Don't have any minions to tank though, so Bang can't really get any auto attacks on the Nexus turrets. Finally, a minion wave starts to crash.
Top lane as well, and Songyun, oh dear lord. Does take quite a bit of damage. You hear that charge coming through as Linderon comes in from the backside. He did pop the TP. Onjara's going to be the recipient of that cocoon and the chain of corruption, but Blank is already deleted key. Calling being fired off here by Mickey, desperately trying to find a kill. Will not be able to do so as Faker takes out Songyun. Linderon way too far forward. Will go down in the end, and that's going to be the game going over to SK Telecom. Very delayed, very much a tough one for these guys to close it out, but they do it methodically. They don't overstep their boundaries. They come up with the win, and that's another 2-0 for SKT.
And while we wonder how it took quite so long, it was respect from SKT that caused the game focused rather than his recent games of just being mostly an Orianna bot. Has been building for his team, setting up for his team, but game one was kind of symbolic of what the Rox Tigers have been running. Weren't able to make it work with the late game Kog'Maw comp. Went more lane focused in game two, but like I said, didn't necessarily look like it was the most practiced strategy. No elation on the side of SKT. It is business as usual for them. Games that are very winnable, right? The run-in for the Rox Tigers is that they face, in 2 days' time, MVP, and then they do face in the final game of the first round robin, KT Rolster. So both of those winnable for the side, well, at least the first one winnable for the side of Rox. MVP will be Bang. Shoulder the damage like we mentioned. Slow start from him. QSS after a pickaxe was something that turned the head, but after that, able to finally get him to his item timings.